Alright, it is day 14 in Hong Kong. It is a Friday. I have, including today, I have 3 full days still to continue shooting videos and testing cameras and interviewing people. I extended my stay by, I said a week, but it's not really a week. It was from Wednesday to a Monday, so I extended by 4 or 5 extra days. And so I was able to play with the Hasselblad, the digital back that's attached onto the 500 series, the old medium format camera. And so because of the extra time I was able to do that, so I'm excited. So I'm going to be shooting my video for that, my video review for that now. I wish I had more time to take pictures. I only really had 3 outings with it, not enough time to really be able to get the shots that I wanted to, but it's better than nothing. And I'm going to return it and then go maybe film shooting tonight with a couple of film photographers. And then and so I'm just walking along the water here in To Guan, along the water here. It's a pretty popular place. I think last year I did my first video along the water here. And so walking towards Hoi San Park, which is sort of up ahead here. Lots of fishermen, and I'm not even sure really how clean the water is here, but there are fishermen here and lots of little things to do, lots of elderly folks going for walks and such. So I will, I'm preparing for another long day, but I promised camera girl not to work too hard. Alright, I just finished dropping off the Hasselblad 503CW with the CFV50C digital back, and just found out from camera girl, my wife. She extended my stay here. I was sick. I mentioned a few times in my video, but I was actually sick for about 4 days. I extended my stay initially by 5 days, and then of the 5-6 days, I was sick for 3-4 of them. So camera girl really wanted me to relax and get all the work done, as well as have a good time. So she called the airline and convinced them to extend my stay again. So I'm here for another week. My meeting today with Victor and Jeff didn't work out, so I'm heading back. And because I have an extra week, I'm gonna just take my time a little bit. I took a lot of pictures with the Hasselblad, and these are like huge 60, 70, 80 megabyte raw files. So I'm gonna ingest those and sort of work on those, work on some other pictures, and sort of just get myself organized and just rest a little bit. And then get ready for another week. So this is day 14, I guess, and it's gonna go on a little bit longer than that. So yeah, heading back across the water via first ferry from North Point to Kowloon City ferry terminal, and heading back to the apartment. Weird subject of eating in Hong Kong. So I tried my best, because I'm not with my wife. When I'm with my wife, I have to try to eat at nicer places once in a while, so we can't go like ghetto dinner every single time. And so but when I'm working, I try to eat reasonably healthy, eat at a mixture of kind of like chain. It's not fast food, it's kind of fast food, but it's like better than going to McDonald's. But total the whole day, I did the math, I don't know what the total, it comes to like just under 20 Canadian dollars. So if it was converted to US, what is that, 14 US dollars. So I can even go cheaper if I ate at more of the traditional places. But you're sitting on stools. Often you have to share a table with other people, and they don't really let you linger. It's not air conditioned, and it's not the coziest place to eat. So when I go to these chain places that serve one-time meal, I know I'm paying for ambience, I'm paying for air conditioning, I'm paying for fancy cups, and then they leave you alone. They serve you, and then if you want to sit there for 20 minutes after and play with your phone, they don't really care. So anyways, so me eating that way 3 meals a day, I could get away with it for under 20 Canadian dollars, or like 14 US dollars. And then if I go on and I You know what, I'm gonna go inside here. If I then have to subsidize with, I have to subsidize, thank you. So this is my video. Hello. So if I subsidize a meal, like you have to, you're out and about, you have to, yeah, so I have to spread my money. I have to spread it to make sure it lasts. So back in the apartment, I'm gonna ingest all my pictures. Here we go. I'm gonna ingest all my pictures, do a little bit of editing, you know, delete out stuff I don't want, put into a special folder the ones I do like, and then I have to post-process all those. And then just relax tonight. It's a Friday night. It means time to just chill, maybe, I don't know, splurge and watch a movie on Netflix and waste some data. Anyways, I think that's it for today. All right, it is day 15 in Hong Kong. It's a Saturday. Because, as I mentioned, I had my time extended as per camera girl. I'm here for another week. I decided to kind of take it easy, don't go as fast. It's 3:30 and it's the first time I've left the house to actually get stuff done. And I am going to Sham Shui. I'm here longer, I'm using up more data, so now I have to get more SIM cards. I was just watching one of, actually I was reading one of Eric Kim's posts about Vietnam and how its internet access is so quick and fast where he is. Like all the local coffee shops serve good coffee and they have fast internet. Well, Hong Kong is very different. You go to like the mainstream places like McDonald's and Starbucks, the internet speed is okay, and there's a time limit. You gotta type in a code from your receipt, which is fine. I think that's fair. If you know, if you're not a customer there, you shouldn't have the access to that service that they provide. But it's not that fast, and it's so busy in Hong Kong. You can't really whip out a laptop and sit there for 3 hours. It's pretty much there's someone standing over you waiting for your seat, or even in regular restaurants, they put you strangers right next to you. You don't really get a table to yourself. Even if it's a 2-seater table and you sit there yourself, someone will sit across from you. So unless you know someone here with internet service, I'm still walking. I'm heading from Mongkok to Sham Shui Po. I'm going through sort of the back streets. There's usually where there's more interesting, the back of this truck here. Look at the artwork. Just kind of going through the back streets. This is more interesting. I've been kind of noticing something a bit about my photography, and it's not deliberate, but I've just kind of been noticing, like, maybe it is deliberate on a certain level. That so I'm in a city like Hong Kong. You know, the city of Vancouver proper is like 600,000. Everyone says Vancouver's a million. The city of Vancouver does not have a million. The whole surrounding area, including all the surrounding little burbs and stuff, yes, it's over a million. But anyways, Hong Kong is like 7 million proper. So we're talking 10 times the population of where I'm from, and you know, much more concentrated. And yet most of my pictures are of like isolation, where there's like no people or almost no people, or in alleys. And so maybe, you know, like there are areas with lots of people. I just don't want to take pictures of it, and I don't really want to go to the areas. And maybe it's because it's my 3rd time here, but even my first time here in 2008, I kind of, you know, I went to all the touristy sites because I was supposed to go, but then my favorite shots were really of sort of the quiet moments with my wife, or with my wife hanging out with her sisters, and me kind of, you know, sneaking around and taking pictures of them. And you know, I think those are the pictures where you mix people in the environment, and it means something to either them, not just standing in front of a statue or having some great picture of some bay behind you. Like, I'm not sure if those are the most memorable. Maybe they are for some, but for me they're not. And so on this trip here to Hong Kong, I just find that as I'm looking, maybe that sense of isolation is kind of representative of even how I'm feeling lately, photographically. And not that's a bad thing, but even in Vancouver, I've maybe noticed there's just less and less people. And when there are people, they're either walking away from me, or they're sort of you know, in a shadow or something like that, but they're not really the focus of my pictures anymore. And maybe that says a lot more about me than it does about my photography. So anyways, that's just a thought as I get closer to where I need to get. You could sort of see the madness of Sham Shui here. You have these businesses to the left, which typically you'd see parked cars, and instead there's businesses, and then people are walking between the cars and the sidewalk businesses, and this just goes on for blocks and blocks and blocks. And we just left, I should have filmed it, but I was in the more of the textile section where most of the business are wholesale, like they're selling rolls of garments, they're selling sheets of leather, they're selling just buttons, or they're just selling pins. Now we're getting more into the touristy areas where you have like sunglasses and you know, third-party lightning cables and t-shirts and shorts and stuff like that. So this is where it'll start getting really, really busy, and this is where I'm trying to get my SIM cards so that I can spend only $7 US per 6 gigabytes, which I could easily blow through in a couple of days. And that's one of the reasons why I haven't been uploading daily. It's too expensive. I can't afford yet. Like I said, I wanted this trip to be getting loud and busy. So I'm entering the crazy part of Sham Shui, as you can probably already tell. It's very dense here. I'm approaching the MTR station entrance, so that's why it's going to get busy. And now it's going to be difficult to even walk. And so I think I'm going to turn this off and go and find my SIM cards. Alright, I'm at the A2 exit or entrance, I guess depends, to Sham Shui. It's really loud here, and so bear with me. Here I am. I'm here with Tommy. How's it going, Tommy? We're standing like right next to a loud. I'm loud, but I think that's loud. I think so. So that's where all the cell phone stuff is behind. So I'm gonna go and get my SIM cards. All right. I noticed that every time I shoot this video or any video, I have this greasy face. It's always so hot here. It's hard not to have a greasy face. But I don't know what Tommy is doing. What are you doing, Tommy? Is there like a rat down there, or no? You just like the colors. All right. So Tommy and we are shooting. So I have the MA with the 35 lux. Tommy, what are you carrying there?
M6 with the 50 Summicron and M2 with the 35 Summicron.
And you just got the hood too?
Yeah.
For how much did you pay for it again?
45 Hong Kong. 45 Hong Kong, so it's less than $10 Canadian.
That's all, yes. And then your Canadian?
So 35 Summicron on the M2.
There you go. Hey, likes your face too. Very good. So, and what films do you have in there?
This is still the JCH Street Pan, black and white.
Street Pan, Bellamy.
And this one, this is actually the Kodak Super Gold 400.
Super Gold 400.
Yeah.
And I have the Cine still that I loaded like a week ago that I haven't shot because I've been waiting for an evening time to shoot. But I've been so busy during the day and in the afternoons that by the time it's evening, I'm exhausted. So we're in Sham Shui. We just had some famous noodles, rice rolls, and fish balls.
Curry fish balls.
From?
I don't know the name.
That's a weird name. I don't know the name. And now we're gonna start shooting. So we're off to shoot.